Okay, Jerry, and we are on the Spanish Lookout Bridge, and if you notice, the team niche is here. I'm looking at my watch, Jerry. It's actually 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. That's the time I have on my watch. Let's see how far ahead they are, the second team that's coming up.
Yeah, niche look very strong, Javier. The move that they pulled off looks like it's going to work, because I noticed behind the guys are not chasing as hard as they're first chasing. The thing is, we got two teams in the back. I don't remember the name of most of the guys, but I know one of the guys are Jerry Kante. They are the one more in shape with Niche. They were the ones supposed to chase Niche, and that's not happening. So if they keep like this, Niche going to pull away with the win today.
Well, I thought, sorry, yeah, we're at the ferry. A young man just corrected me. He said we're at the ferry, not the bridge. We're at the Spanish Lookout Ferry. That's right. And thank you, Melvin. Yes, Jerry, the teams at the back, if you notice, there are two coming up. They should have, by any means, caught up a little bit more with Niche. Unfortunately, it seems that they opened the gap rather than closing that gap.
Yeah, Niche have opened the gap on the two chasers. And the thing is, I don't have... The chasers, they look poor. It look very poor for those guys chasing Niche. Niche is moving a lot faster than these two teams coming up, if you notice.
Yeah, that's right. I have Dean Williams here with me. Dean, I notice you're with Team Pact. How is it going for your team today?
Well, I think we had a bad takeoff. Practically the guys knocked into the bridge, but they are still in the race. I think right now they're about 5th or 6th place. But yes, we are still holding on. And I know at the end we're going to do very good. Thanks,
All right, and I notice you have a big group of fans too.
Yes, we always bring a big group of fans. Usually my family came down from the US, and they bring in a lot of the FERRY flags and T-shirt, cups and things like that.
All right, Dean, thank you. We're going to catch up as the race goes down. So, Jerry, what do we have here?
Yeah, Javier, we have my, those are guys that used to paddle with me, Javier, that in the yellow canoe. You notice they were behind, and now they open up a gap to get up in second place. But I think they got a lot of work out. Javier, like you said, and I said, you know, it could work, it can work, but let's see what's going to happen. The day is still long.
Being Farmed is ahead of Burnbacks now. When we were at the last spot, it was the other way around. They probably might have been working together, and now they got the other team tired. Don't you think that's possible?
Yeah, I hope they work together, because the race is young. If those two teams work together, it's going to be a better race for them. If they don't, it only can fall more better for Niche. It's going to fall in the race, going to fall in Niche lap. So I hope they work together.
But it's amazing, Jerry. A lot of people, hundreds of people here at the Spanish Lookout Ferry. As every year, people come here. But you know what? For some reason this year, I noticed that we have a lot of people out to support the Ruta Maya.
Yeah, it's true, Javier. You know, last year we came on this ferry and it wasn't that crowded. Now it's packed. And if you look on land, the road is packed. The vehicle they are parked all the way to the curve, like a curve, almost a mile. And we have this third place team coming up. That's the first mixed team. I think they're paddling for West Track, if I'm not making a mistake.
All right, good, and there we go. We have the first 4 teams passing now up to this point. As I mentioned before, we are at the Spanish Lookout Ferry, where hundreds of people are lining along the banks of the river and as well packing up this ferry. Just rocking, shaking, dancing as we talk, Jerry. You know what? The spirit, the attitude of the La Ruta Maya is on. People still love this race. It doesn't matter what. And let me tell you, last year we had about 53 teams, if I remember clearly. This year we have 61, so we went up a little bit too.
Yeah, it sounds like it's trying to grow, Javier. I hope they grow this thing back to where it was 108 canoe, 100 and something canoe. If that get back in this race, just imagine, Javier. Look at the crowd right now. Just imagine the crowd would be behind this race if it's 180 canoe. You know, this is just for the 62 canoe teams, their fans. Just imagine we have 108 canoe or 110 more canoe on this race.
Jerry, just give me a quick example of what type of money do you spend from the time you begin paddling to the day of the race. Just give me a broad figure more or less so that people out there can understand what the sponsors go through. And then whenever the team passes, just mention them and continue explaining what I asked you.
Yeah, we have We have I can't see the name for those team right now, Javier, but I know I saw Armin Lopez, some of my personal friend in this race, and he never gives up. They were behind Print Belize. Now they're in front of Print Belize. I don't know where Print Belize got to, and we have another team coming up. I think no, it's not Print Belize. I'm looking for Print Belize. I'm song like Runda now.
Yes. Nonetheless, you know, we are going to be bringing it as best we can. It's very, very, very hard to see the teams because of the crowds that are here. Morning. All right, there's Martha. She's excited. And I think the team that's passing now is Vanilla Hills, Jerry.
Miller Hills, yeah. And Javier, back to where you asked me about sponsors. You know, Javier, it takes roughly about $30,000 to sponsor a team for 4 months. It's for all these fans, it's a 4-day race. But for the paddlers, it's a 4-month, you know, 4-month grueling training, dedication, and all that goes into this race. Transportation, you know, all the hotels and food and everything that goes into it. But you know, a canoe from Guided Canoe costs approximately $10,000 for a canoe, and about $700 for a paddle, for a brand new paddle. So it's up there in this range.
And what about your daily workout? What about your nutrition? Vitamins and this type of thing, along with a little salary that you guys would get. How much do you think is spent from the time you begin exercising or working out, preparing for this race until race day?
Yeah, with a little salary and your expense in transportation, gas price, you know, it works up. That's what I said. It works up to about $35,000, maybe in the $40,000. We have niche. I mean, Print Belize. Mr. What's his name?
Babe Gentle.
Babe Gentle. He's still hanging in there. You know, hats off to all these guys. I noticed since we stand here, I have noticed there's a lot of guided canoe in this race. Almost all the top teams, they're in the guided canoe. Even Niche is in the guided canoe. You know, so I think my brother is doing something good. What do you think?
No. I will never, ever, ever doubt that. I think Chris has placed himself in as a competitor of the race, and I know that you guys, for some odd reason, we never got you to work together. But yeah, yes, you did. Yes, you did at the end. Yes, at the end you did. But what Chris is doing now for this race is actually bringing technology to the race, and then you're bringing voice to the race. So you both are doing good.
Yeah, I think now my brother went from just a paddler to an entrepreneur building, you know, canoes. He also building some paddles now. He got the equipment to build paddles. So I don't think we have to pay all that $700 for a paddle. I don't know the price, but I think, you know, he's an entrepreneur now.
That's right, and this shows that the equipment that we do use for the La Ruta Maya can make somebody make some money as well.
That's right, Javier. You know, from the race started to now, the race has upscaled big time, Javier. From we started back in the day, we used to use wooden paddles and big wide canoe. Now we're using racing canoe, so we're doing good.
Okay, and our streaming was brought through the kind courtesy of Smart, and we are